Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Saturday. You guys up and out of bed, ready to go? We are ready. I'm ready to run. I got my running clothes on, right? And we're here at Lake Ann, the Reston Farmers Market at Lake Ann Plaza. And of course, right behind us is the GreenFare Organic Cafe tent, which is where you want to be. They're going to be here till noon today. And the restaurant, if you can't make it here at Lake Ann, is open on Eldon Street in Herndon every single day except tomorrow. So if you want to get some food, we're going to talk about the food here in this video, of course, like we always do. You're going to have to show up or place your orders today because they are not open tomorrow, but every single day, 11 to 7, but here until noon today. And actually, it's not that bad in terms of the rain. I mean, it's a little bit wet. You can see stuff behind us, but we got our jackets on, a little cooler than normal, which is awesome actually for a June. And of course, we're going to get right into this right away. We're going to tell you again, because this is so confusing. We were just talking with Kay and Willow over here behind us. Come on by and say hi. They'll be here all till noon, I think, about why GreenFare is different. Like, what makes this restaurant so much different, so much better than everybody else? Like, what are the reasons? There's like a million reasons as we've gone through our videos, and you need to understand all of them because every single one impacts your health. But let's start this off first a little different. And let's have Denise, who's looking for the list right now. It's a huge list. There's a huge list of health issues. Okay, I'm a lifestyle nutritionist talking about the food that we eat. There's a huge list of health issues that are likely the root cause of eating. Eating the wrong food is the root cause of these health issues. We get the whole list, so start naming them off.
Like kidney disease, heart disease, strokes, heart attack, colon cancer, and some other types of cancer, high blood pressure or hypertension, PCOS, which is ovarian cyst, lupus, obesity, MS, arthritis, Alzheimer's and dementia, GERD or acid reflux, leaky gut or diverticulitis, sleep issues, low energy, mood swings, depression, ADHD, eczema,
This is basically everything, right?
bad breath, body odors such as feet and underarms, IBS, hemorrhoids, too much earwax production, dehydration. All of these things can be solved.
Is there anything that you left off that's known health issue that's not on that list, actually?
Probably.
Like what? I can't even think of it. If there's a known health issue that you know is absolutely not related to the food, it's probably chemical exposure, actually. It's probably what it is. Or smoke exposure, then write it down below, because I don't think it exists, actually, which is crazy.
So, not all these are directly caused by food, but they'll definitely get better if you eat right.
Yes, so the question is, what are you supposed to eat? Now, there's all kinds of food vendors here. So there's some awesome farmers here that have organic produce, which we highly recommend, because it's the way nature intended. Nature packages food and designed our entire digestion system to take that food in, right? But we as humans now, we don't necessarily like to eat just plants straight off the plant, because some people think that's more like, I don't know, we're more intelligent than that. Well, that's fine. Okay, if you want to do that, that's what GreenFare is for. We got some muffins right here. GreenFare makes all the prepared foods, but they do it exactly right, so that when you eat this prepared food, it doesn't end up being the root cause of your health issues.
It doesn't compromise your health.
Yeah, I mean, because the problem is that almost all the prepared food, if you think about it, because we just said all these health issues causes these health issues. Now, why? What is wrong? We're not going to talk about what's wrong with the prepared food you're eating, because literally, unless you're eating this food here at GreenFare, or you're preparing food exactly this way, there's probably some improvement you can do. Like we take the spirit of like consistent, constant learning, and we're always learning new things. And I'm sure there'll be new things in the future that we learn that we don't even know today. But for today, we have this long list of things that GreenFare does special, and most of them, believe it or not, even though this list is long, are only done by GreenFare. It's like the only restaurant anywhere that does these things, and that's a little scary actually. If you value your health and you want to optimize your health, if your health is a priority, if you just heard what I said and you comprehended that, it is kind of scary that GreenFare is the only people doing it. But take heart that if you're in DC, all you gotta do is eat this food. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to learn anything in terms of preparing the food. You just have to buy the food here, and we wish GreenFare was everywhere. We wish it was in every city, everywhere, but they're not. But we need you to vote with your dollar, okay? If this resonates with you, and this is important to you, we need you to come out to GreenFare and order food. Or you can order the 7 meal plan, which we talked about. Links are down below. If you don't see the links, go to our nonprofit YouTube channel, aplantbaseddiet.org, and all the descriptions are there under the live video category. But we need you to vote with your dollar, right? That's the best way to vote, is with your money. Because if GreenFare is the only one doing it, you got to wonder why. But the other thing is they need your support, okay? Because the fact that they're the only one doing it means that you know that there's not a huge demand at this time, but it's an education issue. We intend to educate you here at this video today, and we're going to keep talking about this. Like we said, until, like, the paradigm that we're in right now is that about 80%, it's the 80-20 principle, 80% of all illnesses are caused by the food and lifestyle. So until we flip that and then we're down to about 20, we're going to keep talking about this because we know people care about their health. We know people are not happy, truly, unless they are healthy and doing well. And the only way to do that is to eat the right food. So what is better? What's different about GreenFare? Let's start the list. What is going on here that other restaurants aren't doing? Well, you're probably not doing either at your house when you're cooking food. Oh, I'm sorry. That was that noise? Yeah. It's with a compostable container here at GreenFare. It's all compostable.
Yeah, they're better for the environment too.
Yeah.
So their food is loaded with phytonutrients and fully intact fiber.
Okay.
Get that kind of juice.
That's right. Or what about animal products? How much fiber is in animal products? Any animal products? Dairy, meat, fish. Fish is the healthy stuff, right? How much fiber is in fish? So it's not healthy. Yeah, you've been brainwashed if you think fish is healthy.
Just one of the reasons why it's not good for you.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons. That's right. And of course, the complete nutrients too. A lot of stuff is devoid of nutrients. If you're eating a lot of the packaged food, which is like in the middle of the supermarket, even if they are fully plant-based, there's all probably no fiber in them or very little. Unfortunately, you need that for your gut health.
And it would be full of sugar, oil, and salt.
Yeah, and that's further down the list.
Their food is fully organically grown.
Okay, organic. Why is that important? You hear about that. Most people know it as code word, twice the price, right? But what does it actually mean?
That means it can contain up to 2,000 chemicals that are currently allowed to be put in non-organic food.
Okay, so are chemicals helpful to the human body?
No.
Are pharmaceuticals?
Cancer.
Well, let's say pharmaceuticals are chemicals, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure they have no side effects, right? Pharmaceuticals have zero side effects because chemicals are so good.
There should be a list of side effects in food that isn't
There should
organic.
be, yeah. I tell you, get that list of. I mean, truly, if you're on a pharmaceutical, I'm glad you're watching this because we want to try to get you off if we can. And it's probably because of the food, probably if you haven't waited too long on this one. But we all know that this is a massive list that's several pages long and the smallest print you've ever seen, and all this legalese of stuff that is totally wrong with those. That's going to hurt you in so many ways. It might help you in one way. It's going to hurt you in all kinds of other ways. It's because of chemicals, right? So GreenFare takes all the chemicals out of your food, and unless you're going to a restaurant that's fully organic, you're going to be compromising your health. That's what we're telling you in some way.
This is certified healthy vegan food.
Oh, that's right.
Who certifies it?
That's our nonprofit, aplantbaseddiet.org. We try to get out there because we want all restaurants to participate. We want all restaurants to have healthy vegan food. It's called Certified Healthy Vegan Food. Go to healthyveganfood.info to learn more. Tell your favorite restaurant about it because at least if we get on this process, they'll know that consumers are interested in stuff. They want to buy the healthier stuff, so they want to make the healthier stuff. Again, vote with your dollar. You've got to get your favorite restaurants to sign up. Even if it's not GreenFare, we don't care. Go to any restaurant. We're just telling you that GreenFare, actually, their standards are higher than our healthy vegan food standards. And how many restaurants have our healthy vegan food standard, by the way, like in the DC area here? There's only like 2 or 3. There's only like 3, I think. Unfortunately, I mean that's how. And they only have like 1 or 2 items. The whole menu here at GreenFare is better than our healthy vegan food standard. Okay, our healthy vegan food standard. We know how far off we are from optimal right now. That we're trying to do anything we can with the nonprofit, and GreenFare is just outperforming everyone. Like if you want the best, right? If you want the best, who doesn't want the best, right? But maybe you're one of the people that doesn't care if you get the best. Okay, maybe this isn't for you. Then you can kind of look for our healthy vegan food then, if you can find it, because most places don't have it. But if you want the best, this is the place.
It optimizes your immune system and gut health.
Okay, health optimizing immune system. We talked about that. The government's talking about it. Everyone's been talking about that with COVID-19.
But they don't tell you how.
Yeah, the only way to do it actually is to come over here. Because they couldn't really tell you how because they're like, you got to do this, you got to do all these million different things. And that means you got to buy all these things when you prepare your food. You got to prepare it a certain way, or you can just go to GreenFare. Order the 7-meal plan below with the link below, right?
Yeah.
Or go to comedy night too. We got comedy night. If you want to have fun and do this, because this is a lot of fun, right? This is fun, funny, all kinds of stuff. We're gonna have a vegan comedy night this month here at GreenFare. What What month? What day?
Saturday, June 25th.
Saturday, June 25th. Link is below. Again, if you don't see the links, go to aplantbaseddiet.org YouTube channel and look for the live videos. It's who is it? Mike Kaplan. How do you spell Mike? M-I-K-E, right? Just normal Mike? No, it's M-Y-Q actually. He spells it M-Y-Q. That's how he spells his name. So, there's John Fossil over there too. You look at the pants he's got. Those purple camo pants. You'll get to see him at the most here. So, anyway, comedy night is over half sold out right now. Okay, it happens in what, like 2 weeks? And we know that most of the tickets are sold near the end. We've already sold more than half of them, okay? So you've got to get a ticket now if you want to do it. Basically, it includes GreenFare food. It's a dinner, right? It's a whole dinner out. It's in Herndon here, Northern Virginia, right? I mean, it's...
Usually it's a salad for an appetizer and some kind of main course, and usually a dessert too. Awesome.
So are you have to fight traffic and go downtown and go to the comic club to see this one?
Yeah, Herndon has nice traffic.
That's right. There's plenty of parking. You know, I mean, you got no excuse. They want to learn about the lifestyle. We're going to be there, right? You can say, hey, your videos are really repetitive. You keep saying the same thing over and over again. Why are you doing that? And we're going to say the same thing because right now, 80% of all health issues are caused by the food that people are eating. You're eating the wrong food. You don't even know why.
I just saw one of my Facebook high school classmates lost her husband, and he was only 4 years older than we are.
Yeah, we're in our 50s, by the way. I'm 52.
I'm 51.
So if you're over 50 and you're not eating this way, you don't have much time.
You could be next.
You don't. Yeah, you seriously, you do not have much time. This should be a sense of urgency for you because we're watching all of our friends either chronically ill on maintenance pharmaceuticals for the rest of their lives, okay, or watching them die or some combination of that. That's not fun. But eating this food is fun, and going to comedy night is fun, right?
So you're in your 50s. This is how you're eating now is going to affect your health in your 60s. It takes about 10 years to get seriously ill.
That's
but
right.
You can avoid it.
So these health issues don't happen all the health issues you named in the beginning, they don't happen overnight. They're built up over not only years, but decades. And then when they finally hit you, like you've got all these symptoms, we've mentioned this in previous videos. Like I said, I'm a lifestyle nutritionist. We're not practicing medicine. We're talking about the food. But when you have a symptom like that of a disease that you're trying to medicate or whatnot, it's your body telling you you're doing something wrong. So if you're taking a pharmaceutical because of the symptom, you are not addressing the root cause of the problem. Because we've just explained to you, like I said, I'm a lifestyle nutritionist. I talk about the food. I know what the food does. If the food is the root cause, you've got to eat this food behind us here. You've got to eat this food because when you do, your body will stop complaining at you. You will suddenly notice. And how long does it take? Does it take like 18 years to turn this thing around?
No, you start getting better in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and they have a program below, by the way, at the 21-day Kickstart program. Sorry, I keep rubbing that plant container. A 21-day program. Click it below. The next one's coming up pretty soon. You'll learn about all of them if you click the link below. And basically, you'll learn everything. You'll in an academic environment. And, the muffin salesman are behind us right there. There's John. Yeah, okay. He's got the purple camo pants. Okay, see? This is like a big party over here. You've got to join us here. If you're anywhere in Northern Virginia, you can make it here before noon, right? Yes. Okay, what's the next thing on the list? Why is this food so good?
You won't believe it by tasting it, but this food contains 0 sugar, oil, or salt.
Yeah, then how do they make it sweet? Okay, if you don't know about the way the world works nowadays, if you got sugar in something, it's almost always white, totally white bleach, cane sugar, all the stuff that's kind of like the bread that are bleached as well. Yeah, use bone char to purify it and whiten it. Either way, it's totally processed. Where's the fiber in that, by the way, in that sugar? It's gone. How's the glycemic index of that sugar? It's massively high. Okay, you're gonna crash. You wonder why everyone has ADD and ADHD? It's because of the food. It's the same reason all the stuff. Denise mentioned ADD and ADHD. It's one of the health issues. And it is absolutely caused by eating food that has way too high of a glycemic index. It also taxes your pancreas and will shut it down after a while if you don't stop. We don't want you to wait till that happens. We want you to deal with it right now, right?
So this food contains 0 animal products. What's wrong with animal products?
Well, they have no fiber. They have the wrong protein that causes cancer. They have cholesterol that clogs up your circulatory system. I can go on and on probably, but those 3 things right now are like the top 3 killers. I mean, it is awfully awful. I don't care how good it tastes. If you care about your health and you don't want to be a burden on someone, and you don't want to have to be taking pharmaceuticals, which you just described are chemicals, which have all kinds of negative side effects for the rest of your life, just get off the stuff. I know everyone told you how great it was when you were growing up, but they didn't know any better. And what's the slogan of Maya Angelou? We said, when you know better, you do better, right? If you're an adult, you want to set a good example for the next generation. So we're telling you what to do. So when you know better, you have to do better. You cannot ignore it because that's not acceptable. At least that's my opinion anyway.
This food is prepared in a fully organic environment with zero chemicals. They don't even use chemicals on the fruit flies.
Okay, so what this means, if you haven't followed us with the food has no chemicals when you're growing it. But what about when you're preparing it? In the building where you're preparing, in the GreenFare building, the GreenFare kitchen, what kind of chemicals are they using? They're using like Clorox wipes, right? They're using like bleach. They're using like Windex to do all the windows, right? No, they're not. That's none of that, right? But none of that stuff is organic. But the problem is the restaurant and your own kitchen. Actually, as I'm saying, like you have to know all this. Your own kitchen has probably got chemicals all over the surfaces. The minute you touch the food to it, it gets on the food, and then you eat it. It's a problem.
This food contains low caloric density and low percentage of calories from fat.
Okay, now why is that important? Low caloric density. I love to eat. Okay, what is the holy grail of someone that loves to eat? It is food of low caloric density, like plant-powered food of low caloric density with tons of fiber and water in it, so I can eat all I want and never gain weight. In fact, if I'm overweight, I would lose weight doing that diet, right? Do people ever tell you about this? Does Weight Watchers ever tell you to do this?
No. In fact, when I was overweight, I used to think that I could lose weight and lean up just by reducing my caloric intake. And
Portion control. Just push it all away. Like, even if you're hungry, don't eat it. Just don't eat it.
I would go to Krispy Kreme and say, okay, I'm going to consume 800 calories for the day. And I'm going to eat whatever I want. It's just going to be these 2 donuts. I will still lose weight because it's 800 calories.
Did you lose all the weight?
No. Oh my God! It's because of the caloric density. You immediately turn that stuff into fat. You can't just count calories.
Yeah, it's got. That's the next one. A high percentage of calories from fat. The food here has a very low percentage, meaning less than 20. You have to do the math on this on every single item you eat. And don't think this is plant-based. Oh, actually, this is something I thought about after our recent video. Well, hey, I'll just go to a raw vegan restaurant, right? Because they're going to have low caloric density and low percentage of calories from fat, right? No. Actually, you know why? Because they're going to load the food up with nuts, seeds, and avocados. They're going to add lots of salt to it, and they're going to add lots of oils. Of course, oil is 100% fat. They don't do that here at GreenFare. In fact, they don't use any oils. They do use some nuts, seeds, and avocados, but very sparingly. Just to give you that taste, because everyone loves the taste, and the nutrition, the variety of plants, but you have to monitor it. And, this is a lot of work, like we're saying. If you don't want to do all this work, and if you don't really like to cook, like we're not really big cooks, Denise and I, just go to GreenFare. Just get your 7 meal plan down below. You can get a variety of foods all week long that are all fit this definition, and you will basically optimize your health by doing nothing.
You can tell that GreenFare doesn't use any oil because when you leave their store and walk out onto the sidewalk, you won't see a track of oil like you do at every other restaurant.
That's right, yeah. Just on the floor. That's right. And your napkins, they don't suddenly become see-through. and your paper, you get the paper bag, it falls through because that brown paper bag is like, well, it's getting so dark. Why is it getting dark? It's not wet.
Saturated with oil.
Yeah, it's oil. That's for your car. That's for internal combustion engines, which are also being phased out. But even so, if you put that in your engine and you won't put it down your drain, like you won't put grease down your drain, will you? It's almost the same thing as oil, right? Why? Because it clogs everything up. So why do you want to clog up your circulatory system?
Your body can't digest oil.
Yeah, it's a food-like product. Most of the stuff that doesn't fit, almost all the stuff that doesn't fit the definition here of GreenFare's food that they have, is a food-like product. Your body doesn't know what to do with it, and because of that, it expresses disease in the human body. That's what I'm saying. When I say the human body is designed to eat this food, it's not designed to eat other foods. That's how it expresses in the form of disease. It's like your check engine light on your car when you start having symptoms. You don't want to just, I don't know, give your car, put a piece of tape over the check engine light, which is basically a pharmaceutical. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't address the root cause of what's going on.
It'll make your numbers look better, but that doesn't mean you're healthier.
Yeah, that's right. It's not, yeah.
All this food is cooked at temperatures below 350 degrees in order to prevent the formation of cancer-causing acrylamide.
Did you know that? If you grill too, you gotta be real careful. How do you know if you're grilling something if you're keeping it below 350? I don't think you do know. Grilling is not really a good thing, but if you have an oven, which we all do, it's modern age, right? You can adjust the temperature. If you really want to bake things, just keep it at 345. That's what GreenFare does. And does any other restaurant, have you ever had this discussion at a restaurant? Is this any restaurant you've ever been to ever discuss this? Ever put this on their menu, or or offer an academic class where they can explain all this to you from the experts and doctors and researchers and
yeah, just look at the pizza oven indicator here at Peter. It's probably set at 450.
yeah.
Sure, this food has a lower glycemic index, which reduces blood sugar spikes and energy crashes following a meal, also reduces food cravings.
Yeah, and it also doesn't tax your pancreas because of that too. Right? So you're avoiding taking ADHD drugs. You're avoiding feeling tired and having to drink these extra cups of coffee that you're drinking all the time to keep you awake. Because I don't understand what's going on when you're eating the wrong food. That's what's going on. So if you just eat this food, who doesn't want some sweetened muffins? What is this? Turmeric, ginger, recovery muffins. Okay.
Yeah.
They also have the strawberry rhubarbs over here today too, right? Which is more like a dessert, I'd say, right?
So all
That's
their
right.
food contains zero alcohol. They don't even have they don't even serve alcohol.
That's a big profit center for restaurants.
Yeah.
Selling alcohol. Why do they not have the big profit center here?
Because they care about your health.
Right. They only care about your health. You gotta realize. Can you believe that we're saying this? Like, what restaurant do you know that doesn't serve alcohol? Is one you can probably count that on one or two fingers. Okay, if you even a restaurant like that. I'm talking about a sit-down one where they have full meals. Okay, that's what I'm talking about because they all do, right? And then these people are telling you not to consume it because, of course, it is a known carcinogen. And not to mention it's very addicting as well, and it causes other problems, which we're not going to get into because we're more concerned about just keeping your body in balance, and that's what this does. If you get nothing from this video, if you want to take away right now, this food allows your body to get in balance and stay in balance just by eating the food. It's not special to GreenFare. It's not like they have some kind of magic factory where they produce all these food products, right? Like we're not. This is like an infomercial where we're going to sell you the latest development, this magic pill that we have to offer you. This is what nature has, just lightly cut up and lightly processed. Not really even processed, I would say, right? More whole foods. And this is how your body was designed to eat. And they're just bringing your body back to what it actually wants. And then your body reacts very favorably. And like I said, we can't guarantee anything specific for anyone, but if you want to learn about all the academics, click below for the 21-day program. If you want to try out the food, click below for the 7-day meal plan. If you want to have fun and go to comedy night at GreenFare and laugh and eat a meal, then click below to get your tickets before they sell out. But that's the bottom line here is that I know this sounds like I'm selling snake oil here, doesn't it? I mean, it sounds like it's too good to be true.
If I didn't know any better, I would think you were snake oil too.
If you really think I'm making this up, comment below. Okay, that's what I would like to talk to you personally. Like I said, I'm a lifestyle nutritionist. I will not. I'll give you free consultations. Okay, you can talk to me whatever you want about this because it does sound too good to be true. Now that I think about it, and it sounds kind of suspicious too, Denise, because only GreenFare is doing this. I think they're out here maybe. This doesn't make any sense, does it? This doesn't make any sense. If this is the solution, this is the fix, why is GreenFare the only place that's doing this?
Lack of education, and usually there's less profit in healthy food.
Yeah, well, the GreenFare doesn't have the high-paid lobbyists that the pharmaceutical industry does to actually make the laws and actually put the food industry at school. Okay.
Dairy industry.
Yeah. I mean, we can go into this is a whole other. We'll go way off on a tangent, but like. I'm just telling you this very briefly so that you know that GreenFare isn't making this up, and you know that GreenFare is legit, and that they are doing the right thing in a space where really no one has the courage or the money to do the right thing, or the wisdom, I say, to do the right thing. You're getting all of that here, and take advantage of it. If you're in Northern Virginia, if you're in DC, this is real. This is true, and the fact that it's here is like an absolute blessing, I'd say, and an incredible resource, the likes of which you just don't understand until you take part in. So we urge you, we suggest that if you value your health, if you don't value your health, you don't have to listen to anything I have to say. But if you do, okay, and even if it's not about you, if you don't want others to have to take care of you, okay, if you don't want to be a burden on others. If it hasn't gone too long, this is the place. There is recovery here. There is healing here. You know, and it's delicious food that you can eat all you want here too.
Not just for you, for everyone you know or love.
Yes.
Who you don't want to be sick.
Yes. So come on out here. See John in the purple camo pants. See Kay and Willow is back in there, I think too. And taste some of the food. Learn about the programs. get your tickets to the comedy night. That's all I gotta say. It's only once a year, right?
Yeah.
The comedy is like, this is a sense of urgency. Only once a year, you gotta get your tickets. Are more than half sold out already.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go run. See, I got my running shirt on, the plant powered movement. We're gonna go. If you want to join us, by the way, if you come here to see GreenFare and you're into the running, because we do believe that exercise is important as well. Although the food, you cannot out exercise a bad diet. But exercise always helps with your mental clarity and just keeping your mental thing in balance, although your gut health is even more important than that. That's controlled by food. But you also want to run. You want to get some vigorous aerobic exercise. We're going to do that with the Run Club. They're a lot of fun. It's going to be over at the Brew House here at Lake Ann, and it's at 9:45. So come on down. If you got every Saturday, 9:45. We're here a lot of the times, not all the time. And we're going to be eating our GreenFare muffins and probably drinking a kombucha afterwards. Yeah. So thanks so much for listening to us. And please pass this along, comment below, get in touch with us if you need to get in touch with us. And we will see you in the next video. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.